Okay, so I'm in the car going to another work thing, but I'm sitting in traffic low-key because I'm going to an area of town where a lot of business people and all this stuff, so yeah. But yeah, so I'm vlogging now because I don't think I'm gonna have time. You know how I like to sit in the parking lot and kind of like, let's put that down right there. You know how I like to kind of sit in the parking lot and talk? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have time to do that. Like the way traffic is looking and the way like I want to get there on time. I thought I was gonna be I left like an hour and 40 minutes early, but it takes like an hour to get there, and then you have to think of traffic as well, so it's just like yeah, I was planning to kind of just have a session and sit in the car and talk about some things, but looks like this is probably the only time I'm really going to be able to talk, and I still won't be able to talk long because I have a straight shot for a while for like 15 miles, but then I'm going to have to use the navigation, so yeah. But going to a work thing today, the traffic is moving decently. It's not like super slow, but you know, it's 8 in the morning and people are going to work and stuff. Speaking of work, my job that I was working last year contacted me to work again. So they're going to start the process next week of sending me my equipment again and all this. And it's so funny because I have been boasting and bragging about being self-employed and how much I love being self-employed. And then out of nowhere, I got that text and email that I'm going to be starting my temp job again. It was a temp job, so it's going to be temp again. But now that I know what I know, and I can prepare for when they do let me go this time. Now I will kind of know, okay, March is kind of like the time that they'll let you go. It was like March 1st when they called me. So I didn't know. See, when you don't know things, then you operate off of fear and insecurity. But when you do know things, you're a lot more confident. Not only that, but I know the job. They don't really have to train me much. I know the job. I know the ins and outs of the company. So I know like what I know what, and I hope, for example, I'm able to do the data entry position again, because that allowed me a lot of free time to clean the house and like kind of do some other things. So I'm really excited to get my job back. Like I said, I know I boasted and bragged about being self-employed, but here's the thing, you guys. I am trying to move out by any means necessary. So when I got contacted for that, I was like, I'm definitely gonna move out now, because that's gonna help me. That's gonna help me for proof of income, first of all. I won't have to figure out what I'm gonna put for proof of income when you're self-employed, like especially when you have multiple sources of income. It gets tricky, and I was trying to figure out, like I was gonna try and figure something out, but so I can put that as proof of income, and that can help me save a good chunk of money. I will do exactly what I did last year, where I saved up $5,000 to buy this car. Well, this time around, this year, I'm saving up $5,000 to move out, and I'm gonna do it in like 2 months, and I'm gonna just simply move out. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to move out with some type of a chunk of money, you know what I'm saying? And then just, but this is it, you know, like I'm gonna be moving soon, or at least I'm gonna be taking the steps towards moving soon. And I am trying to make preparations of slowly like preparing myself to move and everything like that. But yeah, you know, like that's why I do what I do. Now I'm currently still doing my self-employment work. I still do that. Was I supposed to get over, or yeah, I still do my self-employment work. It's just the fact that, you know, I'm gonna be also working as well. So I'm actually excited about it. I will probably just let you guys go, and I will catch up with you guys later, because as you can see, car's moving good now. So I want to make sure that I don't get off track, even though I think it was like Go Street for 15 miles, so I think I'm good. They've been doing a lot of construction over here, and which they always do. They've been doing construction over here for 20 years, but I don't know, I just feel like I want to make sure that nothing has changed, and I'll be able to whatever. I may possibly, my plan is to get In-N-Out Burger after this, because they have an In-N-Out over here, and not only that, but I might dip in the Galleria Mall, but I might not feel like going to the mall. But I'm just saying, like, it's a moment for me to just kind of get away for a little bit, get dressed, look cute, you know what I'm saying, whatever. I'm kind of busting loose a little bit here, but I decided not to change. I'm just gonna deal with it. And of course, we also have Miss Dior with us today, so we're serving corporate baddie today. So I am a corporate baddie anyway. I literally gonna be working my job again, even though it's work from home, but blah 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 blah. So yeah, basically I still do my self-employment work, so I have money, I'm making money, I'm about to have another job, I'm just trying to secure funds, I'm just trying to get out of my parents' house. We could have that conversation more, we can elaborate more on this conversation, but best believe I'm just really locked in, and I'm just trying to get things done. That is where I am in life. You may notice I don't really do much shopping. I have mostly everything I need. When I was going shopping a lot last year, it was because I didn't have much. But now, closet full of clothes, closet full of shoes. The kids might buy some more stuff for them, especially for back to school. But they're good for the most part. Just for me, hair products, makeup products, beauty products, skincare products. Don't even need any more of that stuff. Like, I have too much. I have everything that I need. Like, I have a car. Like, my main focus is moving, saving for moving out. Okay, there's really nothing else that I'm laser focused on so much other than that. Maybe I might treat myself a little bit here and there, but it ain't gonna be this regular shopping that I used to do. You know what I'm saying? Maybe just a little, treat myself here and there, but nothing much. Because my main focus is save up $5,000 and start paying some rent. I've been trying to be on the wait list for public housing, and so it looks like we're not going to go the low income route. We're just going to go the route of trying to make as much money as possible. Working multiple different jobs. I may even get cut off from my benefits that I do have, my government benefits, but it's like, you know, that was shady anyway. Like, the president's probably going to cut that stuff off anyway, so at least I wouldn't be desperately needing it. So, but like I said, I will probably just talk to you guys when this is all over, because of course, just like I mentioned the last time, when you go into this, like, it's a little nerve-wracking, it's a little, you know, but everything is fine. I've been doing stuff like this all the time. Everything is good. But if the building is nice, I might record that, but we'll see. We'll see. So good. Elevators. This one is pretty nice.
First floor.
I love elevators. This is a bit confusing. Ooh. Now I'm supposed to take these elevators. I like nice places. I like it here. Yeah, that's right. Okay guys, so I finished. Whew, I'm out. It was kind of long. It was like, okay. Girl, I'm like busting loose. That's why I was like doing this the whole time when I was sitting down. I was like, but okay guys, I'm about to go to In-N-Out Burger. Because that's what I really was craving today, because I know anytime I'm like in this area of town, they have an In-N-Out. I wish they had an In-N-Out closer to my house. It's not like, oh, I would eat there all the time, because I try not to eat fast food a lot, but I would eat there all the time. But In-N-Out is one of my favorite fast food places, so just wish they had them a little bit closer to my house. They have them everywhere but my town. Like, they have them, they're like everywhere but my town. Like, really? Okay, I'm gonna turn. But yeah, it was a great experience, and actually it was so great. I won a $50 gift card on top of that. So I'm happy, you know, about that. So let's see, where is In-N-Out? I gotta find it. Oh, there it is. They have all these fast food places, and I don't even care. I just want to go to In-N-Out. Get the Flying Dutchman burger and animal style fries, of course. I've just been craving that ever since the last time I had it. And the last time I had it was months ago, like maybe in like January or February. I think it was January, I can't even remember, but I'm telling you, like, I hardly ever get to eat at In-N-Out, and In-N-Out is one of my favorite places. Why do they have them in every city but my city? They have them everywhere but my city. It's just so irritating. Then I'm gonna have to rush home because, I mean, my mom and my grandma are both at home, so they're taken care of. But something like Remy texted me, was like, when are you coming home and stuff, and I was just like, what the heck? I told everybody I had a work thing. Once again, they're taken care of, but I know that I'm not going to be able to just really just leisurely stay out all day, you know what I'm saying? It'd be different if they were over their dad's house, because they'd be spending the night over his house. But, you know, when my family's there watching the kids, like, they'd be driving them crazy, and they really just want me to come back with a quickness. So I'm really just going to pretty much stop and eat this. Ooh, this is a long line. Goodness. But it is like lunchtime, and I did get a Sprite from the place, so yeah, that is what it is. Everything was so great today. The building was so nice. It was a new building that I'm not used to, but it was very nice. And let me see, should I open this? I don't know, you guys, like, I'm just glad that's over. Like, a lot of times, like, I'm not trying to say it like that, but like, I be booking these things and like, I be having just a slight bit of like anxiety the entire time. But even though it's like totally fine, it's always like fine, but I have anxiety, and then like I end up like, I don't know, there's literally a guy staring at me right now, so that makes it like really awkward. I guess, I don't know, he's trying to see if I'm gonna go first or something. Then they're like taking orders like right there. I guess I'll let you go, Joker. Like, I think I might have been here first, but yeah, you know, the thing is, yes, I'm gonna be starting work soon. Okay, where's this person going? Yes, I'm going to be starting work soon, but I'm still working in the meantime. I'm still working. I still do work every day. I still have obligations. I still have things going on. I have a water I also took as well. They had refreshments. I'm like, I'll take that. I'm really just gonna get to a point where I'm probably just gonna drink water and that's it. I feel like the only thing that's safe to drink is water when you think about it, because I'm having a dilemma with drinks now. I would go out and Diet Coke would be like and I'm probably gonna get a Diet Coke just this last time. But Diet Coke has aspartame in it. Aspartame, okay. Okay, let me do is it the Flying Dutchman burger with the onions? Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna do that with animal style fries. And that's all.
No drink for today, right?
Yeah, no, I'll do, well, actually, you know what? I'll do a Diet Coke.
Diet Coke for today?
Yeah.
All right, I got Flying Dutchman with a whole grip onion wrap, and then an animal fry with a Diet Coke. Are you gonna be in the car?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and put it in the box. 12:45 at the very next window.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, you know, like, I'm gonna turn the air on because it's starting to get hot, you know what I'm saying? It's getting to that time where it's getting hot. So, I don't know. What do I have to say? Yeah, I'm just gonna be working, you know, like, that's all I do. That's all I'm gonna be doing. Like, I'm gonna try to get an apartment, but I'm only, you know what? I only want to be in an apartment for like 6 months to a year, like, because I really just want to be in a house. You know what I'm saying? My real goal, if we could be really honest here, my real goal is to get into a house. It could be for rent, obviously, because I'm not buying a house. It'll be rented, but, you know, I am trying to get a house. So, I'm just going to take the first step with getting an apartment first. But, of course, I will be talking more about this the sooner I get. I will be making a whole, like, apartment series. The closer I get to being able to move, it'll just be a countdown. I hope I'll be able to do it this year. Even if it's, like, it could be December or January even, like when I was like, I'm gonna save up for a car, I'm gonna save up $5,000. I was aggressively saving, and you know, it was like towards the end of the year I was able to do that. And I still haven't really made a video on how to get a car, how to just save up for a cash car and not pay a car note, and I've been just in this car ever since, you know. One day I'm gonna make a video about that, but yeah, so it does make me excited. And then the traveling as well. Not only do we do family trips, but I'm gonna be traveling a little bit more myself. I'm gonna be going on solo at least one solo trip, and I'm obviously excited, but I'm also a little bit nervous because I deal with flight anxiety and I deal with anxiety in general. So I definitely think that I'm probably gonna have to take some medication, probably. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I do know it needs to be done at least once for me to gain the confidence to continue. Because, yeah, out of all these times where I've flown on a plane as a kid, and even just in my adult life, even in my 20s, I have never been afraid of planes. I've always loved and enjoyed planes, airports, all of those things. And it wasn't until most recently, like the last flight I've been on, that I just was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Just stepping on one more flight, just, you know, after I went through what I went through, I was like, I'm not gonna go down on a plane no more. I'm not gonna say that, because that restricts you from traveling when you can't fly. And I love flying. I want to fall back in love with flying. I don't want to develop a fear of flying. I want to overcome my fear, and I want to, you know what, I should have got a pink lemonade. Forgot to add that. Or they also have like milkshakes, but yeah, I'm just gonna eat real quick, and then I'm really just gonna go back home and just basically do some more work at home. Probably chill for a little bit, maybe even take a nap. But I am gonna do some more work today, and that's just my life, just working and just doing things. And sometimes I go out, and sometimes I whatever, but a lot of times I really just be working. I'm gonna be working the job, and I'm also going to be doing my own personal work. But until the job fully hires me back and sends me equipment, and until I have a start date and I start getting my first paycheck, it's pretty much continued with self-employment, you know. So okay, so I'm just gonna do a quick little and then I also got extra animal style sauce. Listen, I love sauce. Okay, I'm like a sauce queen. Like, I love sauce. I'm not gonna really sit here and do a full-blown mukbang or anything. I just wanted to kind of show my lunch for today. I promise it's not like this all the time. I remember the last time I came here, was it? Well, it wasn't the last time, it was another time. And Adam was with me. So Adam was with me, and he was a baby. Well, he was maybe like 2 or 3. Maybe he was 2 or 3, I don't know. And I had got him a burger and fries. And the way he just messed over it and then was just crying and just like, I don't even know. And he had just messed over it. He made a mess in the back seat. This was before I even had a car. So I was in my mom's car. I'm gonna enjoy this, and yeah. No, but yeah, this is what the Flying Dutchman burger looks like. It's really hard to pick up. So I see they gave you this little, it looks so pathetic, but protein. Talk about protein. I could have said add a tomato. Ugh, I kind of made a mess. It's messy. Okay, guys, I am back on the highway. And it is not as much traffic. Of course, there's always going to be some traffic. But it's you know, and the traffic really wasn't even bad coming here. So, you know. That meal, oh my gosh, that meal was amazing. That meal was amazing, okay, but basically, you know what I wanted to talk about? Are you guys introverts or extroverts? Because you know what, for me, the older that I get, or maybe this is just the place that I'm in right now, I am a lot more of an extrovert than I have been an introvert lately.
Lane closure ahead on Lyndon V. Johnson Freeway in a quarter mile. You're still on the fastest route.
But anyway, the reason why I kind of say that is because, like, it is so boring at my house. There'd be nothing to do at home. The only thing I really be doing at home is, like, working or creating content or just scrolling on my phone. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll watch YouTube, but I feel like people who love being at home are people who actually, like, enjoy being at home. I don't know how to explain it. Like, they have TV shows and movies that they watch. They are probably a gamer, so they play games, or, you know, maybe they just love to sleep, or maybe they just, I don't know, like, maybe they have a hobby they love doing at home. You know, being at home is chaotic because my kids, so I almost associate being at home with chaos, I think, but not also, I don't know, like, I don't watch TV shows or movies too much unless it's just something I really enjoy. Like, I really love Girlfriends and Sex and the City and Desperate Housewives and even Ugly Betty, and I even watched that little Anna Delvey little thing that they had on Netflix, limited series or whatever. So I like kind of stuff like that, basically. And the thing about those, I already finished all those shows, so I really was just like, what's next? And I think some of it is the fact that I don't have Netflix anymore. I used to, like, actually really watch Netflix, but now I don't really watch Netflix anymore. So maybe that kind of what helped me to kind of be in the loop of watching things. But now I, like, barely watch stuff. I just work. I do work from home, so I just either do work or I scroll on my phone, or I'm just, like, irritated because of the kids. But even when the kids are not home, and I find myself being even more bored because I'm just like, dang, I'm really just sitting here in an empty room. Like, what do I really do with my time? I don't have a hobby. Like, I don't have anything that I really do at home too much. So being at home is boring to me. See, for example, my grandma loves being at home. She is a homebody. Only time she really leaves the house is go to church. She loves being at home because she got her shows that she watches. And I'm like, you don't get bored of watching TV, but, you know, I wish I, you know, was that entertained into something. Like, I don't know, but I always feel like, and maybe I have ingrained and conditioned myself to not allow myself to sit back and relax too much. Like, I feel guilty to sit back and relax and do nothing. I always associate that with not being productive. Like, I'll sit down and relax a little bit, but then I'll kind of, like, get up and do something. And that's kind of a trauma response, to be honest with you. And even then, my mom swears up and down every time she sees me I'm sleeping or just kind of lounging around, but that's only what she sees, because I promise you, I really kind of don't sleep a lot. I don't sleep a lot. Like, I do try to get 8 hours. I think sleep is very important, so I do get my rest, but I don't sleep more than I get maybe 8 hours. I get 6 to 8 hours of sleep, I'll say. I would love to sleep in more, but my mom loves to wake me up early in the morning. Either my mom is waking me up, or I have some type of work thing that I have to do, so I have to wake up anyway. And I was hoping that over the summer I'd be able to sleep in more, because I don't have to get Remy up for school. But I have been up all summer in the morning, which is okay because I am kind of a morning person anyway, and like I don't mind being up in the morning. I love the mornings, but I kind of been wanting to sleep in, and I haven't been able to do that. My mom will just literally wake me up for whatever reason, but I'll tell you what, it's not a good, or maybe she just says something loud enough close to my room that it'll wake me up. And once I wake up, I'm not going back to sleep. Especially, once again, the trauma response. My trauma response is I gotta get up and do something. I can't just lay down and allow myself to relax, because I'm not where I want to be. I don't feel comfortable or relaxed at home because I'm not where I want to be. And maybe that's why I am not much of a homebody, because my house that I live in, my mom's house, does not feel like a home to me. So maybe that could be a reason why I feel like I'm not really as much of an introvert as I used to be, because I'm like always hustling, I'm always doing something, I'm always trying to be productive, I'm always cleaning, I'm cooking or something, or I'm, you know, doing something productive, washing clothes, or washing my hair. Why I feel like I'm more of an extrovert, aside from the thing of just being able to escape, ever since having a car, it's really been such an escape for me. Like, I can just escape, you know, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's freedom, you know, away from a toxic household, a toxic environment, you know what I'm saying? And not only that, but I was just thinking about the little intricacies of how, like, I love to get up out of bed and take a shower. I love using my body washes and body scrubs. I like to use my body butters and lotions and stuff. I love to pick out my clothes and shoes. I love to do my skincare, do my hair, do my little makeup. I love to get ready. I love putting on some music and get ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the details for me. And growing up, I was really into playing with dolls. I had Barbies and My Scene dolls and Bratz dolls, and I had the video games. Like, one of my favorite childhood video games was Bratz Rock Angels game. And, you know, that just also kind of can give you an understanding of, I like to get ready. Like, I like that. I love makeover stuff and, like, getting ready and, like, looking pretty and stuff like that. Especially if I've been looking like a bum for a few days. It doesn't, like, I'm like, even today I was like, you know what, I'm gonna enjoy getting up and getting ready and wearing something cute all day and smelling nice and stuff. Like, I love putting on perfume and smelling good, you know what I'm saying? The lady at the place complimented the way I smell. I always get compliments on the way that I smell. And I'm gonna make a video one day about, like, how to smell good, how to get compliments from people and stuff, because I take such pride in that. Like, I take such pride into body care, and you don't have to have just a bunch of expensive products either. But I digress. Anyway, I love to get in the car and play music. I have CarPlay in my car that I installed, and I used to have some issues with it, but I have been able to resolve the issues I had with it. So I love just putting on my music. I don't even be listening to the radio like that no more, for real. Ever since I really fixed my CarPlay, I do not listen to the radio. I like to listen to my little music, my little jazz or my little house music in the car, going somewhere, you know what I'm saying? I love to look cute and be seen. I do. I like to be seen, even though people are really standoffish and nobody's friendly anymore. I still like to just, you know, I get looked at a lot. And some of it is because I'm tall, you know, but I know people look at me because I look good. In a world where most people do not put much effort into their appearance, when they see someone that does, like, even just what I'm wearing now, like, I'm wearing a little kitten heel, a little Sex in the City kind of cute little shoe. I'm wearing the little button down even though I'm busting loose. and this is, I got a stain on it and stuff, but I'm like, I've gotten compliments on the way that, on the outfits I've worn, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, most people in a world where the girlies are wearing athleisure, leggings, sweats, just whatever, in a world where the girlies are wearing stuff like that, not to get me, not, you know, knocking that, I wear stuff like that too, but, you know, sometimes I like doing it like this, and it draws attention, and good attention, because this is classy, this is, you know what I'm saying, and I think that people just really do admire a little bit, like, I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm just da-da-da-da, but it's kind of an it girl, that girl kind of thing. I'm that girl.
In 2 miles, take exit 7B onto Lyndon B. Johnson Freeway, Frontage Road.
So, like, when I want to be, I'm that girl, okay? Not to mention, I just love going out. Like, no, I don't like being around a lot of people. I don't like going out on the weekends or anything like that. But I love going out when it's through the week, when there's not a ton of people. I love to go out. You know what I'm saying? I love going out to eat. I have fond memories of doing stuff like that when I was a kid, and these are memories that I want to continue on when I was a kid, a teenager. These are memories that I want to continue on. Going out to eat, going out shopping, I love things like that. It's so much fun to me. So this is why I find myself more of an extrovert than an introvert, because I love being out. I would go out every day if I could. Now, I do like being indoors, but only for so long. Like, it actually really makes me depressed being indoors consecutively for days. I don't see how people can do the whole bed rotting thing. I try. Sometimes I have tried to do the whole bed rotting thing. Now, don't get me wrong. Back in the day, I used to bed rot like no other. And nobody used to call it that back in the day. Like a few years ago, nobody used to call it that. They used to just call it being lazy in your bed. Like, you know what I'm saying? But these days, I find it very difficult for me to stay in bed and not... When you're a mom, you have kids, you can't be staying in bed anyway. Look, I guess I could just do the whole DoorDash thing and like, okay, I need to get over now. I could just DoorDash food and just kind of like stay in bed, but I like to get up and get dressed and like take a shower and smell good and put on some cute clothes and do my hair and makeup and have some cute shoes on and have my cute purse, and that is just the type of girl that I am. I'm a girl's girl. Like, that's just the type of girl that I am. Like, I don't know. I feel like they extended this highway, because that's crazy. They added an extension to this highway. I can see. Because I was like, that's interesting. I'm trying to get off, and I don't know how to do that. Let's see if they'll allow me to get off of here, because what the heck? I can't even take that exit. What the heck? Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to take another exit. I don't really like that, but I do like that, and it's needed because of traffic. There's always a lot of traffic, so I see how it's necessary. But okay, I wanted to kind of get off over here. But yeah, like, that's just the type of girl that I am. And I do think about, of course, I don't really care for dating, like, at all. But I was just saying, if I were in a relationship or a marriage, going out would be like the thing. Like, we would go out on dates all the time. I would like to be in that kind of marriage relationship kind of. I would like to have that kind of dynamic where we go out all the time. My mom and dad were like that. My mom, my stepdad, and a lot of married couples that I know and look up to, you know, they do that. They have date nights. They go out a lot. They, you know, and that's the kind of, not to say that you don't do anything at home, but like, for example, my baby daddy, I kind of knew immediately he's a huge introvert, like huge homebody, and that's cool for so long. And then like, you like to be in the dark house has to be dark, your room has to be dark. It's giving depressed to me. Like, it's giving depression. Okay, I just completely do not like that. I like to be in the sun. I like having sunlight, light. I like to be out. I like to be free. I don't like to give dungeon. That's what baby daddy he be giving, and I'm not compatible with that. Like that, I don't like that. I really don't. I like to go out. I really do. And even if whoever my future husband is, or even if I get married someday, I don't know. Like at this point, I'm just saying theoretically, right? Even if it wasn't a husband, even if it was a friend, I'm open to guy friends. A lot of people, or girlfriends, of course, obviously girlfriends. Something. I definitely want friends. Like, let's not even talk about relationship, just friends. I want to go out. I want to have friends that just understand the assignment, and we schedule times to go out. It would be even better if it wasn't scheduled. Like, if I had a group of girlfriends and we just go out whenever, and you know what I'm saying? I'm fine going out and doing things by myself, but like, I'd love to have a group of girlfriends to go out and go traveling and just go out and stuff. And maybe that's what I really long for. It's not a relationship, it's companionship. So like a friend, like even if it's one good friend, and I do have a best friend, but it's just like the thing with adulthood is like she's really busy, and you know, she be working, she's busy, she has a man, she has a life, she has other friends, you know, like, so we hardly ever get to see each other. I wish I had a friend who kind of like, we had similar schedule, we could just text each other and just be like, hey, let's hang out today, just randomly, like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, like, I promise you though, I don't mind doing things by myself though. Like, I really, even if it's just me going out by myself, like, I love that too. But I don't know, I just like to go out. And maybe some of it has to do with, I feel happier about my body as I continue losing weight. I feel like I'm about to be 30, so like I'm entering into the prime of my life where I have money. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the most money I've had, and what I mean by money is like, this is the most stability I've ever had in my life, is what you're witnessing now. And I'm legitimately entering the prime of my life, or my second prime. I think the first prime was obviously my early 20s. Like, let's just keep it 100. But I almost call your 30s your second prime, because you're still young. You know how to take care of yourself better. You know what I'm saying? And so you're probably in better shape than you were. You probably take better care of your skin. You don't abuse your body like you did in your 20s, because you just didn't have any consequences or repercussions. But you're starting to understand that now, so therefore you can take care of yourself better now. And you can afford, like, you've bought things over the years that so I have a closet full of clothes, closet full of shoes that you can't take away from me. I will always say that buying clothes and shoes will always be a good purchase. If it's something that you love and you resonate with, it is never a waste of money to buy clothes and shoes. Because I have clothes and shoes that I have had for years, and I still have. See, buying food, you buy food, you just eat it, and then it's gone. That money is gone. You pay for rent, pay the rent, and the money's gone. You pay for, you know, the only thing that I will say is like traveling is worth it. Yes, the money is gone, but it's worth it. The experiences, the pictures, things like that, just the experiences and the memories, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of other things, I'm like, that's a waste of money. Yes, we need food to eat, but like, I mean, food to eat, to live, but you know, going all out, eating out all the time is not a good spend of your money, because it's just gone. But like clothes and shoes, I would always say, by all means, even if you have too many clothes and shoes, you can get rid of stuff that you may have had for years, and it's like, okay, it's time to let that go. But as a girl's girl myself, like, I love clothes and shoes and perfumes and all those things. It's kind of like Carrie Bradshaw. I like my money right where I can see it, in my closet. Like, my closet is to show for my money. I have something to show for. I have my closet. How about that? And it's still growing. It's not even like how I would like it to be. It is to some degree. I'm very sad. I hate this car. Some of these cars be in a hurry for what? In a hurry for what? Where are you going? You ain't going nowhere more important than anybody else. But yeah, I mean, I love going out. Maybe I would love being indoors a lot more if I had my own place. Like I said, if I moved, like, that's why I'm so excited to move, because I'm excited to enjoy where I live for once, instead of like dreading going home. Like, yes, I'm gonna be going home, but I'm gonna be really kind of like, because I'm just gonna go home and do work and da-da-da-da. But I feel like being at home is like your own little space. You're you know, like, I don't know, like, when people complain about paying rent and stuff like that, I'm like, that's a problem I want to have. You don't even understand. I want to complain about rent being too high and like struggling to pay rent, because at least you have a place, at least you can afford to pay rent. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just start there. I want to have that problem. And I'm not even being funny about that. I'm so serious. Like, I want to complain about paying rent. I can't even complain about that because I don't. Like, I live with my parents, and I'm like, but I want that problem. I want to be sitting here with everybody else like, man, rent be so high, bro. I can't even hardly do nothing and da-da-da-da. And I know some people probably be like, well, you are spoiled at your parents' house. You can go shopping and you do this and you that. Yes, but I don't want to do, like, it had its fun, but it doesn't fill the void of truly just having my own place. Like, I'm low-key trying to fill a void, which is having my own place that won't be filled until I have a place. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of that whole thing. Like, what's good with being able to go shopping and everything when you're just going right back to your mom's house and you're just like, then you don't have any. When I tell you guys, I don't have any space, any room for anything. My closet is over capacity. My room is over capacity. When I say I don't have any space or any room anymore for anything, I mean it. Like, and sure, I'm sure I can do a big, huge declutter that I just choose to avoid, but I'll probably never be a real minimalist. Like, as much as I kind of want to be a minimalist, I can see that I probably won't. I'm more of an overconsumption kind of person, if I'm being completely honest with you. I have way too many things, way too many products. It's giving overconsumption, but I like it. I hate to say it. I like it that way, and I hate to be the one to say it. I hate to be the one to say it. I've always, coming from someone who didn't have much, you know what I'm saying? And I mean mainly in my adulthood. In my adulthood, I did not have much. Even in my childhood, like, yes, my mom had money. My family kind of like had money, but I wasn't like really spoiled. I mean, who's really that spoiled as teenagers and kids unless you really have rich parents? I had things that I needed. I had things that I wanted, but I'm not spoiled the way I am now, right? I can spoil myself. If you know, you know. When you have money, you can really spoil yourself the way you've always wanted. So that's kind of what it is. I'm living the dream, my childhood dream, as far as that. Like, I was saying, I didn't have like the closet full of cute clothes, the closet full of cute shoes, the makeup, the skincare, the hair care, the list goes on and on. The beauty, the beautiful trinkets, the fragrances. Like, I didn't have all that, especially in my early 20s, but just ever, you know what I'm saying? Really just ever. So the overconsumption for me almost kind of fills a void in me that I didn't have when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I have so many products to choose from. I have so many clothes to choose from. I have so many shoes to choose from. I have so many purses to choose from. That was the dream life for me. Like, low key, I may not necessarily be living my dreams, but when I really think about it, that was kind of the dream life for me, or at least a part of it. Just stuff like that. Being able to have my own car, go wherever I want, whenever I want. Being able to have money to just go shopping whenever I want to. Like, just random things like that. Like, low key, the dream life. Low key. Okay, so I don't know how to go, but this was a nice little conversation. But I will talk to you guys later.